This is six-time IFBB Bikini Pro Champion Brina Martinez, and I take ZMA5 to make sure that I get the zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6 needed to keep my immune system healthy and snack strong.
It's becoming the familiar way to do things. So nice to see so many of you online. Those that have their cameras on, welcome. Those who have their cameras off, we know what you're doing. All right. So it's good to see you ahead of another week. It's quite remarkable, actually, that during a pandemic, we seem to be running a show every single week. I think we're busier than ever. I think the cards are stronger than ever. And I think the run-in till the end of the year is definitely the strongest I think we've seen for many, many years. Of course, just coming off the back of Conor Benn, and the week before that, history-making card with Katie Taylor. This Friday, of course, Daniel Jacobs against Gabe Rosado, and a great card underneath it from the Hard Rock Casino in Florida. And then, of course, next week we go into Billy Joe Saunders' defense of his WBO World Middleweight title. Then we go into the Unified Heavyweight World Champion Anthony Joshua against mandatory challenger Kubrat Pulev. And then another surprise coming later, probably with a record defense from Gennady Golovkin. And of course, already confirmed as well, December the 19th, Canelo Alvarez against Callum Smith. So it's a fantastic run into the final stage of this year from DAZN. And I'm looking forward to the card this weekend. I mean, we have a great card from top to bottom. I think one of the most exciting young fighters in the US at the moment, Nikita Ababi, is in a nice step up. A really interesting heavyweight fight, 2-0 against 8-0. Majidov, one of the standout heavyweights from the amateurs, of course, taking a big step up and moving very quickly in his career against Delgado, who's 8-0. Really good, interesting lightweight fight between Emmanuel Targo and Mason Menard. Anyone that's seen Mason Menard knows he's all action. I'm hearing a lot of good things from Peter Khan and Lou DiBella against Emmanuel Targo. Of course, he's highly ranked with a WBO, pushing on for that mandatory position. And then a great fight, big step up for what I feel is one of the best young talents in world boxing, in Olympic gold medalist Daniil Yelusinov against former unified world champion Julius Odongo, who broke the hearts on a Matchroom show when he beat Ricky Burns to unify the division, and of course fought Terence Crawford for the undisputed championship. And then I think a great matchup. I love a bit of bad blood. I love two characters and personalities, and Daniel Jacobs against Gabe Rosado is certainly that. You know, on paper, you expect Jacobs to try and come through this fight in style. I know Gabe Rosado's put everything into this camp. It's his last big roll of the dice. They don't like each other. There's a little bit of personal pride as well. It's Brooklyn against Philadelphia. And I think it will be a great fight, a great build-up this week. Plenty of spite in the action. And I'm looking forward to it. And I thought I'd come on here today to talk about the card and give you guys a chance to grill me for any other questions you might have. On what tier is what and what we're allowed. Obviously, we don't know if London's going to be put into tier 3, but certainly if we're allowed to, if Brent Krause will allow us, then yes, we'll be doing everything we can to get that 1,000 number into December 12th for AJ against Pulev.
Eddie, before I let you go, I wanted to ask one quick one. What is your take on the Tyson and Jones fight coming up this weekend? And I want to know, are you getting a piece of the action from Jake Paul fighting on that?
No, definitely not getting any action from Jake Paul. I don't know. I think it's hard to criticise people like Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. You know, I think they've done so much for the sport. I just feel that I like to remember those guys when they were young and at their best. You know, I just hope that it's not, you know, a sad spectacle. You know, hopefully they can just have a bit of fun with it, and I wish them all the best.